Here I am again in another video where I share minute details about myself that nobody asked for. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Zaya, and today I'm gonna be doing an imaginary food mukbang. Mukbang, however you say it. So you're probably wondering, what is an imaginary food mukbang? Why are you doing it? Who asked for this? I don't know to any of those. So basically, actually the reason that I'm doing this is because whenever I'm stressed or feel like, I like to just write down everything that I'm feeling. Just about anything. Like, it could be about, I don't know, the sky, the last meal that I ate, I don't know. So I feel like I could channel that instead and do it like this, where I can actually just talk out just things that I'm thinking of. So the reason that this is an imaginary food mukbang and not a real food mukbang is because I just have like a bit of a weird relationship with food in terms that I hate eating in front of other people, or in this case, a camera. So in place of our meal, of course, we do have a nice beverage. You can just take this for what it is, as just a random sitting down and chatting video from some random person on the internet to another random person on the internet. Honestly, let's just get into it. I guess the first thing that I'm gonna jump in, because I feel like this is kind of the root of any other thing that I'm going to be talking about and why I'm talking about things now. So we are in October. It is October 2nd when I'm filming this, so very beginning of October, and where I live, we're in the midst of like the first storm of the rainy season. And so basically I have this thing called seasonal affective disorder, most commonly referred to as just seasonal depression, where basically when it gets to like winter and fall times and more chilly and there's less light and maybe overcast and stuff a lot, there basically just becomes this like black cloud over me that doesn't disappear for like 3 months. And I think that this partially comes in because I love being outside. On a normal day where it's just warm and stuff, I will spend about as much time outside as I can. I eat outside, I edit videos outside, I do any kind of schoolwork outside, anything that I can do outside, I do outside. But when it starts getting this time of the year, I hate being cold. It kind of restricts me to just being inside, and I think that that's kind of a huge part of why this always happens to me. Yesterday was the first time it rained in where I live in this entire year, and I feel like prior to yesterday I was doing so good, and I feel like that's always something that kind of happens with this, is like there's this build up, and I was, thinking like, oh, it's, we're almost at the end of September, like nothing's happened, like I think we're gonna be fine this year, like we're gonna be fine this year, like yeah, heck yeah, man. And then basically the first storm comes, and I was doing fine for about half the day, and then it hit me hard. Probably the only reason that I actually have like energy to film this is because the clouds have subsided and I spent some time outside. Like there's a lot more rain coming where I live. And so in regards to other things that I'm going to be talking about, I know this is really boring and rambly, like, but yeah, in regards to this channel, like, this is super like therapeutic to me, like, which is weird, like posting just these random videos that like nobody watches. Like, it is therapeutic to me, and I'm gonna actually get more into that and the next topic that I talk about. I know that I'll continue to post on this channel, but I do know that there is going to be some days where I'm just not gonna feel like it. So it does say, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because this is something that I like to enjoy doing, and I don't like feeling like I'm committed to doing anything. I'm gonna hopefully not fall into like cycles of just putting this on the back burner unless I truly just don't feel like doing it. So that actually leads me into my second topic, which is YouTube and the algorithm and analytics and subscribers and all that stuff. So I think it's very important to note that on this channel, again, I just really do this for fun. I'm not out here trying to make a living off of this. Like, trust me, I still have my day job. I'm still going to school. Like, this is genuinely just something for fun. It's a creative expression for me to just do kind of whatever. I view like YouTube posts the same as like a Facebook post. You don't post like a status on Facebook expecting to get like famous. Like, so I logged into my creator studio yesterday. I got a notification there was a comment. I was like, oh yeah, I want to see what that is. So I logged into my creator studio, and obviously my analytics are very small. There was one video, and it was like from the YouTube Creator Academy, and it was basically talking about thumbnails. And that is something where I could use some help, just because I like a cohesive looking thing, and I do a lot of different videos on this and stuff, and some warrant kind of more of an artsy thumbnail and other ones don't necessarily. I don't know, I wish I had some kind of cohesion. So I watched a video just on tips on that, and then basically it kind of opened up this like huge flood of suggested videos, and they were all like getting to 1,000 subscribers in under like a week and getting hundreds of views instantly and like all this crazy stuff. It was like this such weird thing. I didn't watch any of the videos because like I didn't really care, but later on it did kind of throw me through a loop. It's like, you know, wow, people like really do care about these things and like they make impressions off of channels based on these things. You know, looking at my channel, it's like, wow, like, you know, 30 videos and like 0 subscribers, and it definitely did throw me in a bit of a spiral. Like I was like, oh no, like this is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know that people took this seriously. Like I just thought this was somewhere where I can just play around and have fun. People are so quick to judge on numbers. Mine like aren't there, and I don't intend for them to be there, by the way. This isn't like a, oh, pity me, like subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, not that I don't care, it's just that's not the reason, that's not what motivates me. That's not what's like, hey, like go follow this Bob Ross painting tutorial. What am I even trying to say? Oh my gosh, my brain is literally going a million different places. Bear with me. Again, you can act like I'm eating your favorite food with you, I don't know. Again, I didn't really know that people actually took this seriously. Yes, I know people make money off of YouTube, like that's a thing, but like those videos were just so weird. They rubbed me like the completely wrong way, and I don't know if I'm just being like over dramatic about it, which I think that I am, and also I think this has to do with just having a couple of off days, but man, was it just so discouraging to see that kind of stuff and people like obsessing over numbers and everything like that, and I don't know, I feel like almost kind of embarrassed, or like, you know, not like embarrassed, but like definitely not good enough. I like posting stuff on here, and again, I think of it as like a Facebook or like an Instagram post, or maybe like a tweet, just like kind of doing whatever I want. Like, I think it's fine definitely wanting those kind of things for yourself, but with that I was like, oh, there's a certain degree of judgment towards people who like don't have subscribers or anything like that, and people are just out here racing to get to the top instead of just really just having fun. So the next topic that I'm going to talk about, just going from one thing to another, in regards to the content on this channel and why it's probably also going to be changing, and this is also in regards to kind of the seasonal affective disorder, and that is definitely body image issues. So I posted Monday a video where I was following a Bob Ross painting tutorial, and the editing process for that video was grueling. It was so bad because I hate the way that I look at it, and it drives me absolutely nuts. You know, I did just still end up posting that video because it was like, you know, whatever, like nobody else is gonna see it, but every time I just feel like this is really my ideal kind of setup where it's just like here up and I don't have to worry about any of that. And so I just really don't think, you know, for at least a good couple months that I'm probably gonna be doing any kind of other video where I bring out the table and it's like a full body thing, just because I don't feel comfortable doing it, and I feel like this is all just something I want to be fun, and I feel like that's definitely not fun when it gets to the point where I'm like having a hard time looking at the screen. That's kind of my third overall just darker theme. Let's get into some other stuff. I didn't know that there was 8 people subscribed to me, which sounds so completely like stupid, I guess. I don't log into my analytics, and I think that my like notifications are broken because it doesn't like notify me anything that happens with my channel, so I just never really log on and check. That was cool. So all 8 people who have subscribed to me, thank you. It's so weird because like I'm not out here like on my personal Instagram or like my Facebook or whatever telling all my closest family and friends like, hey, I posted my new video on YouTube, like check it out. You know, that's just not really me. So I don't know, I just think it's cool that like 8 random strangers were like, hey, I'm gonna hit the subscribe button on that one kid on the internet who, I don't know, was following a Bob Ross tutorial or crying about how they didn't get accepted into a dream college. Hopefully you don't unsubscribe after this video because it's not going that great. I'm in the midst of midterms right now, which means I'm halfway through the semester, and I still have a 4.0, so what? Honestly, kind of like slaying the game right now. I think that's cool. I still have a 4.0. I didn't think that I'd be able to do it, especially because I also post 3 times a week on this channel, and work, and I exercise every day. Freaking yeah. Let's do some self-praising, because I feel like the first 20 minutes of this video was literally just me crying. So, I'm done with my drink. This has been very long. I'm sure nobody's even made it this far, but if you have, thank you very much. I appreciate it. There's definitely going to be some other art stuff being posted this week. I know that. It's like actual like drawing tutorials and stuff like that, just because that's kind of the mindset that I'm in. And other than that, yeah, I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Alright, bye!